We interrupt all radio and television programs for an indefinite period. Please keep your radio and television sets turned on. This is an emergency. I repeat, this is an emergency.
Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, bringing you a Grand Solid Minimum update. Sunday, February 3rd, 1 a.m. Mountain Time 2018. Sakurajima! Boom, boom! You've entered the boom room. Keep calm, it's boom time. Avalanche warning in the Sierras, issued by the Sierra Avalanche Center. Avalanche warning through 7 a.m. Sunday. Avalanche watch 7 a.m. Sunday through 7 a.m. Tuesday. High avalanche danger exists due to high wind, intense snowfall combined with winds. Very dangerous avalanche conditions may occur. And I concur. Brrr! Take a look at Winter Storm Kaya. I know, that name I wouldn't buy, but the Sierra Crest is going to get buried. Heavy snow, as we predicted, on the Wyoming border into Idaho. Heavy snows in Idaho, heavy snows in Utah, heavy snows in everywhere. If you're there, we're talking the Rockies, the Sierras. And then the upper Midwest is going to get quite a glossing. Keep calm, it's boom time. Winter storm slams California with torrential rain, wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour. Hours of powers. Powerful storm hits southern Cali. 2 winter storms slam California coastline Saturday with wind gusts to 80 miles per hour. Recorded on roadways flooded. Torrential rain drenched communities. A third weaker storm is expected to dump even more rain Sunday, CBS LA reports. Okay, that's too much to read. Winter storm Kaya will spread snow, strong winds from the Sierra Rockies into the northern plains, upper Midwest. It's moving to the west this weekend. Kaya will spread snow and ice in parts of the plains and Midwest early next week. We'll check the models. Strong, gusty winds will lead to blowing snow and reduced visibility. Some areas are shivering in a cold snap this week that could see rain from this system early next week. Here's your current winter radar as of 11 p.m. Mountain Standard. Just a few hours behind. Tahoe picking up heavy snow, northeastern Nevada. Central Montana has a slathering of snow, Missoula to Billings. Here's winter storm alerts, watches, warnings, and advisories. Heads up, Fargo. Winter storm Kaya will head into the plains Sunday, into the upper Midwest and Great Lakes Sunday into Monday. While the air mass won't be nearly as cold as the centennial cold breaking system that just moved through the Midwest, high pressure nosing eastward across the Canadian prairie should just keep enough cold air in place to generate snow, sleet, or freezing rain from the northern plains to at least the northern Great Lakes and parts of the interior Northeast. This will be the beast with the least from the east moving up through Canada. Minneapolis, 26 and icy. Sioux Falls, you're screwed at 3. Rapid City, rapidly dropping at 1 degree. Glasgow, still sticking in at minus 15. Fargo, minus 2 and snow. St. Ain't so. Sault Ste. Marie, 28. Burlington, Vermont, gonna have a slathering of mixing nightmare, 32. Monday's forecast. Marquette, 28. Snow, sleet, and meteors. Minneapolis, 30. Looks like a cloud. Grand Forks, minus 3 with a blowing wind and a snowflake. Heads up. Snowfall forecast. We're talking 3 to 10 feet south Lake Tahoe south for hundreds of miles. Huge event. East of Boise. Heads up. 12 to 18 inches. 18 to 24 predicted in some areas, especially in western Wyoming, picking up some heavy totals, 2 to 3 feet. Durango, that's my neck of the woods, through my Monday. Ho, 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 12 to 18. It's boom time. Yeah, let's just click on that to make that bigger. Can we do it? Not working. Oh, well. We try. We try here at the channel. That's tonight's first boom. We try. Black screen. January's extreme cold caused dozens of deaths and hundreds of injuries nationwide as the global warming alarmists blame it on global warming. Well, I never thought warming could be so cold. Nor Diamond could be so bold. The dangerous cold and heavy snow that hobbled the northern U.S. this week has retreated. However, Not before exacting a human toll. More than 24 weather-related deaths in 8 states, hundreds of injuries, including frostbite, and limbs having to be amputated. Broken bones, heart attacks, and carbon monoxide poisoning, to name a few of the global warming goodies that you all got. Thanks to Al. Crickets. Local lore suggests if Punxsutawney Phil doesn't see a shadow, an early spring can be expected. Heads up! Groundhog Day 2019, Punxsutawney Phil predicts an early spring. Ding, ding. Filthy rodents are grabbed from beneath the surface of the earth and raised up by wealthy pricks in hats to prove absolutely nothing. Boom! What we will prove is that there's going to be a ton of snow falling in California in just the next few hours. 66 hours from now, it'll be done. And it will be no fun. And we're going to be reporting on some epic totals tilting the map. Then it's going to move into my region. I have a full week event. Wow. It's going to be a tasty one. And then we have a huge system moving up to the northeast with low confidence. But there is that southern storm I was predicting. I think this is going to dip south. And this sliver is going to turn into a slather, looking for a mid-February southern blizzard, which I predicted last week. We have a few weeks to watch it. Can you wait? If you're thinking of skiing, head out to the Sierras and get stuck there. West Coast storm bringing widespread impacts to Cali. Heavy snow expected in Montana to Minnesota. Say it ain't soda. The first of 2 large storms will continue to impact California with heavy rain, strong winds, heavy mountain snow as it crosses the state into Sunday. Not your fun day. The heavy rain is causing some flash floods near burn scars, while heavy snow will continue making travel difficult across the Sierras. A new storm will then spread heavy snow from the Rockies to Lake Superior Sunday into Monday. You want to read more? Click on your county. Blizzard warnings right there. Boom. Central Colorado. Say it ain't soda. Winter storm watches and warnings in my region all the way up through, oh my goodness, hundreds of counties in winter storm watch and warning. North Dakota, all of Montana, northern Idaho, most of the Sierras, all of Northern California, except the green region in the valley where you get totally flooded. You're going to get washed out down there. You better have on your galoshes. Does anybody even know what that is? We got lots of science to come. 8 minutes, 7 seconds in. Edmonton weather, extreme cold warning, still in effect. Minus 40 to minus 45 wind chill. And you thought it was going uphill. Look at this. Her eyebrows froze off and she had to paint them on. Can you even believe that? That's how cold it's getting. It's amazing. We're about to talk about zonal and meridional flow, but why? Why would Diamond talk about such big words? Warm spell may bring record highs to the Midwest after this week's record cold outbreak in decades. Holy what's happening, Diamond? I thought it was global warming is down here, and then grand solar minimums up here, and then where's the ice age? HARP? Chemtrails? Directed energy weapons? Geoengineering watch? What's going on? Warm spell may bring record highs to the Midwest after this week's record cold outbreak. What gives, Diamond? You're sending mixed messages. No, I'm not! Shut up, Al! Get in your hole! Now, when we have Solar Max, which you just came off of, which is your entire lifetime, or the last 2-3 decades, what we were used to was the jet stream making a nice zonal flow across North America, across Europe, making it all, keeping all the warm air under the red. With the zonal flow and a strong sun, everything is warm and happy. But as the sun shuts down and we go into grand minima, and this can also be perturbed or tweaked by AMO and PDO actions, as well as El Nino and La Nina. But the largest expression of the meridional flow, which is an orange, not red, is during the breakdown of the magnetosphere, which is happening now, which is a very rare event, and the grand solar minimum, which is the shutdown of the sun, which is another rare event. So you layer rare event upon rare event, weakening the magnetosphere, weakening the sun, and you're going to get a meridional flow like you've never seen before. Now what this does is it brings Arctic air all the way down into the equatorial regions. And you can get snow in Cuba. You can get snow in North Africa. And at the same time, it brings equatorial heat all the way up to Baffin Island, especially on the East Coast, where it melts that one area that global warming alarmists are saying proves global warming. No, it doesn't. It proves global cooling. It proves the breakdown of the magnetosphere. It proves grand solar minimum, and it proves the breakdown of the jet stream. Weather has gone wacky. Diamond smokes the wacky tobacco and makes him schmacky. Click, clacky. That's me loading my guns as I protect my supplies. As the magnetosphere collapses, crops fail. Global unrest ensues, and that orange line touches the North Pole and tippy touches the equator. Can you imagine? Can you imagine in your imagination of the situation? Yes, look at it. Look at how delicious it looks. Hot air pushing up to Baffin. Cold air freezing your arse off in New England. Heads up, Mavstar. This lobe is headed your way, according to this model. Wow, that's amazing. That's Little Ice Age froze the River Thames caused by American genocide? Oh my goodness, we reported on this last night. More disinformation coming out with fancier colors. Amazing Native Americans bowing down to white bricks. And then they suck their queen's mothers. Anyway. Now, thankfully, dozens of esoteric paleoclimatologists and other Scientologists have been emailing me today saying that they couldn't be further from the truth in any of these accounts. Because if you killed all the Native Americans, then the bison population would have re-exploded. And we know farting from cows makes more methane and global warming, quote-unquote, gases than humans' asses. This is so much misdirection and misinformation that our children are going to learn this garbage. And we are now raising a generation. If your children are in public schools, we are raising a generation of misinformed globalist rejects, which will accept the chip, stare at their squares, and comply. Stick a needle in my eye. I cannot pray for this magnetic reversal to come sooner and 99.99% of the population to be eliminated as I survive in my cave deep in the depths of Carlsbad, New Mexico. Join me. Google it. Boom! Yes, because it's going to be hot on that side. Whew, and cold over there. Keep calm. A lot to come. Got to do a dab. Seismic update. Yes, fresh squeezed orange juice at my side. 5.1 Shimaya Island, Alaska. 5.0 Saka it, Ecuador. I didn't even make it up. It's just printed there, down there to the left. Sukua. Right there. 100 kilometers a depth. That's the bottom of the crust, where the crust will slip and the ocean will slide by. Yes, and the population will go with it. It'll be quick, painless, Probably not. It'll hurt like a motherfucker. It's gonna hurt a lot. Sakurajima erupting. Let's do it. Sakurajima. I'm gonna name my next daughter Sakurajima. That's his hot name. Holy crap. Leah! Okay, I get it. This is my daughter, Sakurajima. Don't even think about the boom boom. I know, I'm a twisted prick. Mob boss, this is organic, so it's okay, folks. And it's grown local. 80% of all cannabis sold in our county must be grown here. Take a look at Turrialba down there in Costa Rica, going boom boom with Sakurajima. Popo up on the right, Cucino Rabu. I mean, it's all blowing up. You know why? Because we just came off of a KP0 day, and before that we had a 21-hour KP0 day, which is basically a KP0 day, which makes 2 KP0 days. Give him a thumbs up, Volcano YTS. Tell him Diamond sent you. Whew. And tell him stop being so picky over in that chat, those pricks. Please, tell him I said that. Keep calm. I say a lot of things. Worldwide volcano news update. Shiveluch exploding to 15,000 feet. Live at Caver. Yes, we have lava. Yes! Are you serious? Does Diamond have live footage up in the Kamchatka? Are you serious? Is that live lava? Are you serious? Yes, these are facts, and that's a live stream. Live cam. Emissions to 15,000 feet at Shiveluch. We just showed it to you live. Paul Begley style. We also have Karangitang, which makes me want to throw my boomerang. Dukono Reventador, Sakurajima, we showed it to you. Fuego, Say It Ain't So, Popo, and others. Karangitang to 8,000 feet. Makes you want to get an orangutan. What is that? I used to drink a beer in college called Orange Boom. Dukono, volcanic ash to 7,000 feet. Unidentified Sakurajima, Reventador, 16,000. Fuego, on and on. You know how to read these graphs. You better. You've been watching this for years. Just do it. Click on and then move around. Oh my God, it went dark at Shiveluch. We got the footage in. Those pricks trying to shut us down. Boom! It's like a supernova. Right in your face. Keep calm. Have you heard? 1.5 million volunteers that believe in global warming are covering our ass. That's one good thing about the environmentalist move. They're doing good things, but they're doing them for all the wrong reasons. 1.5 million global warming believers plant 66 million trees in 12 hours. Hours of powers. Driven by misinformation, which adds to the greening of the planet. Thank you. Well, I don't think all these people believe in global warming. They believe in planting trees. Who am I kidding? I'm just trying to point out what's going on. But I'm insane, so it's okay. NOAA, BGS, update world magnetic model. No, they didn't. This is what the last time they did it 5 years ago. And I kept been waiting all day for a new update. Where is it? Whew. Well, let's look at this. Maybe it'll calm us down. Because this isn't it. It's the old one. But what you can see here is a couple of blue dots separated by a big red thing. Look at that. It's like Bozo the Clown moving around the North Pole. Sticking his red nose right in your hole once every about a minute. That's the rotation right here. If we could pause it, we would, but we can't. Pole, split 5 years ago. And they don't want us to tell us. They're not telling us where they are now. But as soon as they do, I'll tell you. Obliquity placed Pliocene West Antarctic sheet ice oscillations. About to blow your mind. Yeah. Okay. West Antarctic. And I have the stratigraphic section here. Yes. We'll get to that. Now, the stratigraphic section is showing me some amazing things. See how it says subglacial open marine? Grounding zone, subglacial open marine. Subglacial open marine. Subglacial open marine. Subglacial open marine. Grounding surface. Now, if I could just make this much smaller, that would be great. Okay, what you're looking at is the vote cycle here. So between these red lines, 190,000 kiloyears to 210, that's 12,000 year cycle. Here's another 12,000 year cycle and another 12,000 year catastrophe cycle. These catastrophe cycles are right there. That is the clock cycle. This is being proven by tons of proxy data, but this is all in Antarctica, where it's going from subglacial to glacial, where there's going from some ice to no ice, some ice to no ice, some ice to no ice, every 12,000 years. This is 100,000 years ago, a really strange data set, but very pertinent to our studies. So come over and look at, because they're basing this on a 40,000 year Milankovitch perturbation, which it was not showing that at all. It was not showing obliquity. It wasn't even showing precession. It was showing a half of a precessional cycle. It was showing the catastrophe cycle, the 12,000 year cycle. So this whole paper is based on a farce, but it has a great graph, and they can kiss my arse. The vanadium isotopic composition of lunar basalts, however, much different. This is a paper coming out in 2019, and basically it proves that the moon has been bombarded by X-rays from our sun, which is no fun because the Earth was also bombarded as well. Which, if you're on that side of the Earth when it happens, is like going to hell. So if you want to know about some measurements of vanadium isotopes ratios in lunar samples, read the paper. Because pre-exposure vanadium isotope ratios are similar on the moon as they are in chondrites and Mars and other areas that are exposed to the same solar outburst. Yes, the boom cycle. You know, it's like, wow, did I just eat mushrooms? Or is Diamond talking about the boom cycle? Should I keep calm? Is this dangerous? I doubt it. Check the links below. Let's talk about the many medicinal benefits of cannabis and cannabidiol. I'm about to make some Rick Simpson oil. I've been making some medicine for my friend Rex Bear's dad and other people in town. I have a friend right down the road here whose mother is suffering from extreme pain. And the only thing that has ever helped her is my Canicure. This is very expensive lotion that I made last year and announced on air. And many of you wanted it, but you can't afford it. $50 an ounce. Yes. Some of the rarest botanical oils. The top 10 essential oils that cause pain relief, as well as my own extraction of cannabis. Highly medicinal, grown here. And what you're looking at is the largest outdoor cannabis farm in the world. Yeah, and it's amazing. Los Sueños! Boom! Southwest Genetics much? Well, we grow our own here, and you should too. You want to learn a little bit about the benefits? There are many medicinal benefits to cannabis and CBD, cannabidiol. They are increasingly recognized by the scientific community. I've known about it for decades, spent over 10 years in jail for growing the plant. In the past 6 years, 10 states have legalized cannabis for adult use. In 2018, the Farm Bill legalized industrial hemp throughout the country. According to Project CBD, 50 conditions are believed to be improved by CBD alone, which is legal in every state. Get it now, including pain, seizures, muscle spasms, nausea associated with chemotherapy, digestive disorders such as colitis, inflammatory bowel disease. That's why cannabis is legal, because a guy I know from Pagosa, the doctor, we call him because he is a doctor, opened the first dispensary out of the back of his car 12 years ago here, where the first medical cannabis was allowed to be sold in our county. And that's because he took one hit from a joint and his Crohn's disease was instantly alleviated. He had been searching his whole life for a cure, and he was against marijuana. But that day he smoked a joint. After thousands of people demanded he smoke a joint, and he said, no, that's the devil weed. One day, his last result, he said, okay, I'll do it. And he was cured. Yet, despite the legalization of cannabis for adult use in 10 states in the past few years, and the inclusion of the 2018 Farm Bill industrialization of hemp as a crop, the U.S. FDA lists CBD as a Schedule I drug. That's so you don't get well. The time is now for the revolution. Opt out. Stop believing in the system and the government. If you don't believe in it, it doesn't exist. Start growing cannabis. Become self-sufficient. Learn how to grow your own food. Learn how to wildcraft, wild source. Become a naturist. Run outside naked. Ground. Get well. Get off of pharmaceuticals. The grid is about to fail. I cannot implore you enough. Come to LeCon. We'll tell you how. Hemp Lucid. There's their phone number. We have our own website over here. Oppenheimer Ranch is giving you 20% off all Hemp Lucid products. These CBD oils come from right down the road, not really, about 80 miles from here, but in the state. And they'll be shipped to you right now. 20% off anything in the store. They even have products for your dog. They can even make you jump rope better and have bigger tank tops. 20% off Isoterp, so Fido doesn't feel that pain when he has all those cancerous tumors because you bought him the cheap dog food, you prick. Boom! Hemp Lucid is the #1 sponsor of LeCon, and that is unless Gaia actually pays $10,000. We'll see, because they're hemorrhaging money. Something to do with David Wilcock or something. Anyway, I digress. Hemp Lucid, get well. Get off of pharmaceuticals and become part of a team. A team of people that stand on rocks and hopefully don't pee into this lake. I hope he doesn't do it. LeCon 2019, Denver, Colorado. Exposing the lies. All VIPs get exclusive Hemp Lucid sampler packages. I can't even tell you what's in it. These are new, completely top secret products that you will get to eat in large quantities, as well as marijuana that I grew. Stuffing it in dime bags right now. I'll make a video to show you how. Maybe in May, psilocybin will be legal, and we'll put it in the punch. Guys, I hope you got something out of the video. Boom! It's gonna happen. It always does. Will you be ready? I doubt it. We love you. Boom. LeCon 2019. Keep calm.